Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to my God of War video. This is No Mercy. We're gonna start off. Basically, all this is like pretty much in order. You'll see right there, I had like a pretty starter armor set, and right here I am rocking the Lunda's waist. So I had already gotten the Lunda's and worked with that a little bit. And then chest piece, I'm not really too sure. I think yeah, the braces are also Lunda's. I think it's a nice little combo with like a little red and gold. A really nice one too. This is like where I mean, the whole like first several hours of the game I was just getting demolished. Like, this is No Mercy, so it's not, I figured I'll just, a lot of players might go with balance and then jump into God of War mode, or in my case I went No Mercy, and then for New Game Plus I'm gonna go into the God of War mode just to, because I gotta take all my equipment and everything that I've unlocked into New Game Plus. And so for like, this is like the first fight where I really started to feel like, okay, a lot of the work is paying off, because this is a hard challenge here. Like, a lot of times you might turn away from boss battles. This is not a berserker. This is a hateful, and early on in the story, there is a like my first like there's a hateful fight where it's actually it was pretty hard. Like, and like the whole first part of the game, I'm just dying and dying and dying and dying. And even in this encounter, I was also really losing a lot. Like, this is like after me having to try like a different strategy over and over, because in my opinion, it's like the boss encounters, the in No Mercy, even waves of enemies, enemy rooms, it's quite challenging. You'll see that, you have to learn enemy patterns. You have to definitely see projectiles, because you'll get, I'm pretty sure in God of War you'll get, one shot, one enemy hit's gonna bring you down, but in this case you got maybe a few. I don't know if you see me take damage. At this point, I mean, it's only a few shots and you will go down. So, to beat this hateful here, I decided to go with the axe primarily. As you can see, I'm really not attacking him with much. See that? Look at that. 2 hits and that's basically half my health bar. And I'm going with Valor to reset my armor, my health every time. I gotta throw the axe when he fires up in that case, because when he's fired up like that, if you hit him, you're gonna explode and you're gonna basically take you out with one shot. I think that attack is pretty much one shot. You'll see that, like, going into it. But yeah, with this hateful, I kept my distance, and as you can see, when he fires up, just go ahead and charge up the axe and just throw it from a distance. And I really like that new attack where you can hold it, you see, and he gets multiple hits, and then the axe can even still come down and do a final hit. I really like that. I'm pretty sure that wasn't in the first game in 2018, so the fact that it's in this game is just really good props. And also the Stonewall, the Stonewall, it really caters to the play style of basically anti-parry, because in the case of players that like to parry, so here you go, I almost lost that, and then there you go, hit him with that, and then he's done. So I wanted to talk about the parry, but first off, let's just check out the guiding light, because I definitely have a little saga with the guiding light armor. It's just so cool. The bracers actually carry with me in a later build. Like, towards the end of this video, you'll see the final build, and the bracers come with me. So, see, I'm going with the Stonewall shield again, so I'm up against the Zealous here, and I wanted to show you there's actually another mechanic that I incorporated to really help me out, because this boss was destroying me. He beat me many times. I want you guys to see something really quick, okay? So you're gonna go ahead and fight this boss, like normal. You want to use the blade. See that attack? That spinning cyclone attack that is activated when you press attack after R1. I noticed that attack was leaving me exposed a lot, and I figured it would be just nice to just slash and get some damage in. But that attack triggers right after a dodge roll. So I went into the settings, and I'm so grateful for this, because this is basically the reason why I was able to advance. I went ahead and disabled that spinning chaos, so that you can basically avoid that attack. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in there now, so you can avoid being out in the open, even like you're not intentionally, you want to dodge roll and you want to start hitting them right away, but you don't want to be into that, because you're vulnerable in that attack. You can't block from the spinning chaos, you can't continue to roll, but you can block and you can roll from a basic swipe attack, just like I did there. But if I would have been locked into the animation of the spinning chaos, I would have got destroyed by that one hit. So just want to let you guys know that a lot of times the spinning chaos is a good attack against like you know like the leeches, actually the leeches. But against bosses, when you want to use the blades, because the blades are much faster than the axe. So I'll talk about, in this fight we have the time to talk about the blades and the wall, stonewall shield. Stonewall shield's pretty straightforward, you know. You're not going to, you know, see right there, the reason why I couldn't block that, and I should have been able to because he has the yellow, was because every time I take a yellow hit with my stonewall, it charges up. And once my stonewall is fully charged up, I have to release the charge, or else a yellow hit will bring me down. So I just wanted you guys to like see that, but then also see like how I'm playing now. The chaos is, see, look, see right there, chaos might have activated, spinning chaos, but it's not. So it's not activating. So now I can really get some strong gameplay here and beat this guy, because like I said, I was really going at it with him for a long time. My weapon of choice for a lot of like bosses, a lot of encounters, is the blades. I feel like 2018. You know, they brought us the blades, but the blades were not as great as the axe. It was not as needed. And now with, you know, with this God of War, with Ragnarok, you have the blades being much more required, and now the axe takes a back seat. And the the spear, you know, that's a spoiler, but honestly, in my opinion, how late you get the spear is just so insignificant. But I like the cinematics that the spear brings, like the traversal and all that. It's a great weapon just for that. But the chaos blades and the axe are great. I do like some of the combinations that you can make. So, you know, as you can see me finishing this guy off right here, Zealous, like, you know, I'm not really using I'm not going to use the axe at all. Like, if I was, maybe with some more experience, that's because that's one of those things that with a little bit more experience, you might be better off at, you know, using both your weapons, especially if you're going to use both your runics. But here we go. So he's going to go down, and then I'm going to finish him off. Let's see. There it is. Oh, look at that. Look how close that is. He got me with that. Woo! Alright, he's going to get me with this. Dodge roll. Barely made it out. Alright, here we go. This is I'm telling you, it's a close fight. I must have died like 15 times to this guy. Probably like 8. Here you go. Oh, really love some of these like brutal kills. So right away here, we're gonna jump. Also, this is a little segment of the Muspelheim trials, like the beginning portion, just so you can see how my build is going. You know, thus far, you know, I've really been working with the Chaos Blades. I've really been working with the axe, and there's definitely, in my opinion, there's definitely certain bosses and then certain enemy types that are more needed for the axe. You're gonna definitely want to use the axe to get through it, just like that initial hateful that you guys saw a little bit while ago. And there's definitely enemy types that are more, it's better, it's more useful to use the blades to get a lot more damage quicker, so you don't need range attacks. But it just depends on the playstyle. I think like the skilled player that knows the enemy patterns can pretty much do any type of weapon type and they'll succeed. And then as I've been getting it more, a little bit more advanced, this is like a pretty advanced for me. I got my, like, so you can see like I've definitely advanced as a player. Still No Mercy. Like all this clip is from my first playthrough from No Mercy for all this video. So you're gonna basically get, and it's in order pretty much too. This is like chronological order, so you can see my build progress. You see that nice progression. I'm still doing Guiding Light right here, and I think I have even Guiding Light Waste. It's hard to tell. But oh no, at this point I have Berserker, so I had already beaten a Berserker, you know, so I got a Berserker waist right there. So that's the build I ended up getting, and I swapped out the Guiding Light chest for this other chest that's also very similar to Guiding Light, just because I like that effect. I think it had slightly better stats, but I'm not sure. I'm still not like, it's still kind of hard. There's a lot of armors, but as far as you can see right here, you know, during this segment of the Muspelheim trials, the first Muspelheim trials, I was you know, I was playing pretty good. I was pretty confident. You know, some of these trials are quite hard. Been watching and, you know, trying to see what is my best choice of like, but you know, I definitely want to completionist the game. I definitely want to go into Give Me God of War with strong experience with all the enemy types, and you're gonna get a lot of that by playing the hardest challenges, definitely the hardest bosses, and the story itself. Because this is not part of the main story. This is just a segmented side quest. But the story itself in Give Me God of War is really hard. You'll go in there and you'll just get destroyed. So a lot of this side quest work is my attempt not just to not have such a hard time when I'm trying to follow the main story, but also just to overall progress in my skill set and develop my weapons and my armor. And I'm trying to rank up everything. So you got a little bit of movement right there that you know, the sprinting and instant permafrost, the axe. It's just pretty good. And you know, like this Muspelheim trial, I think in this video I got the final Muspelheim trial, the survivor, the 99 kills, just a section of it, and just a few more parts. Can't remember right now. I just compiled this whole gameplay, and I'm trying to see, because I definitely want to do another gameplay. The final clip on this video here is going to be how far I am in the main story, so you guys will get to see that. Some of you guys that probably have already beaten the game or a little bit more advanced as far as the game is. But I mean, honestly, compared to 2018, I'm really liking this game. I feel like they've advanced they've definitely evolved the player base, just because they had so many different shields, they have so many different ways to play. And then regardless, when you play like No Mercy or Give Me God of War, I would say No Mercy is a good place to start for sure players in general that have played the first God of War. But you'll see that like the game will kind of lock you in. Like, so like this enemy type right here in a later gameplay, a little bit later, like once I've like definitely gotten some better gear, and I'll show you that in a little bit, I could play against these bull type enemies with my blades, and it's not a big deal because I'm not getting instantly killed. But with this armor set still so far, I'm getting pretty bad, so I'm playing my distance here. I'm charging up, hitting them from a distance, and I'm using this cover here to stay away from this enemy type. So pretty soon he's gonna go down. There he is. And that's a good, like, that's range play. Like, you gotta really consider that the axe is strong for range play. And the best part about the axe is when you can, like, there's a few combination moves that you can do with the runics, and especially that barehanded attack where you pull the axe in and you do a really descending bash onto the ground. That's a really good move to combo with a lot of runic attacks. Especially that runic, there's a runic attack where your axe is hitting into the ground. I forgot the name, but once the axe is in the ground, you do the runic attack, the axe in the ground, and then you recall to do that attack, that secondary attack, which is this really good combo. So learning all those really nice combos of runic attack and basic attacks, like chaining certain attacks that really like work well. Like I like to do this running, and then you immediately go into holding R1, so that you're already doing like a whole combo. So that's a little chain right there. You're running up to it, doing the jumping slash, keep holding R1, and then you do that next skill. So you have the skill combining with multiple skills, or other runics combining with skills, and that's a really strong, and not just strong, but very fun cinematic way to play. Like, it's definitely a strategic way to play, because you're maximizing damage at that fastest speed, which is what a lot of the top players do to beat these big bosses. So it's like right here, you know, you really want to use this attack here. You know, you charge up the blades, and then you know, drop them down. And because it does so much fire damage, and builds up here. At this point, I'm still not. You see, I got the immolation. I'm busting my runic here, but at this point, I'm still not as good. Like just a little bit further down this video, you'll see my play style. Like, I definitely felt a lot stronger. I feel like upgrading my weapons, upgrading my armor build to what you're gonna see in a little bit, has definitely made me like be able to survive in that final challenge of this first wave of the Muspelheim, before you have to do the multiple like the multiple arrangements of how you complete each chest, because it's 900 enemies, so you're gonna play against a lot of the enemy types that you've already played against, and combining all those play styles, because you're gonna wanna stick to a certain weapon type for a certain type of enemy, and now when you're getting them all at the same time, it definitely teaches you how you can combine and what you need. You know, your weapons are your tools, and you need the right tool for the right job, essentially, in most cases. So you want to be able to go ahead and learn more and more and more about how to integrate them. Like I barely started using all my runic attacks. You know, if you have a runic for your blades, heavy, light, and heavy, you also have a light and heavy runic for your axe. It's not just like if you use the two runics for your blades, you no longer have the axe. Now you have them both. So, you know, like you could just maximize the damage by using all your runics. You know, you might as well. So I think right after here, we go back into Muspelheim to finish off the challenge. But before that, I want you guys to see, like, you know, this is really the culmination of my build here. You know, this is Molding Embers, I believe, chest, which is really strong for strength, and it's a little bit lower on defense. And I was going at it with Stolid here. I believe this is Alfheim, and this is a straightforward boss fight. You know, just getting into the strategy here. You see, he hits you with those. That's a time dodge. Okay, then he comes in, does a ground slam. That's a dodge. So, you know, you got the stone wall. Definitely need it. You know, you gotta dodge those attacks. Dodge those attacks. Pretty straightforward. It's not hard to dodge those. He's got purple health right now, so I want you guys to know that. So I got a really good strength build here. I still got Berserker Waste, as you can see, and I believe I have Stone Wall Wrist, but I can't be certain. I think I do have Stone Wall Wrist. So you have Smoldering Embers chest, which I'm not sure if I got that from the Muspelheim trials, but I might have. This is a very powerful chest, and then I think I already have Stone Wall. At this point, I was like really going for the Steinborn armor. So the Steinborn armor, I'm pretty sure I got Steinborn, I'm saying Stonewall. I'm pretty sure I got Steinborn wrist here. So the Steinborn wrist is gonna give you a lot of defense. So I figure, well, if I got more defense, I got more health, and it does work. And then I also balanced it with a little bit of strength with the smoldering chest, which I believe I got it from Muspelheim. So I'm going at it with this boss here, and it's just like I'm surviving. I'm able to get him to half health, and basically as you can see, I'm only using the blades. Dodge roll and this attack. Blades. See, right there I would have had to parry, so it would, but because I have the stone wall, I don't have to parry. Hit immolation, stagger him, block, everything's blockable, come out, drop the shield, because I got to reduce the charge, and you start hitting them, and I got, you know, my blades are powered up. Hit him here, nice. Okay, you know, hit a nice, like, the whip charge, okay. Roll out, keep hitting him. So it's a basic strike. So you gotta have good timing there. He sometimes does two, so you gotta have good timing on both. But when he jumps in at you with that yellow parry, I got the stone wall, so it's not a problem for me. Block, no problem. Get out of the way. Hit. I think he hit me there. Oh, he almost hit me there. All right, get out of the way here. There you go. Dodge it. Taking that damage. Gonna move in, hit him with the shield one more time. And this guy also like took me out a lot of times, to be honest with you. I didn't have to make any changes. I just stuck with my armor. I have a good like armor build here. Felt like it was very powerful. See what I mean? So he goes for two, and so you have to be very good with the timing. Jump out the way. Look at that timing. And then he's throwing basic attack. Immolation, stun him. He's still got the 2 bars. You gotta make sure you gotta stop him when he does that every single time, because that's a one shot, I believe. You'll go down at one shot, doesn't matter how much health you have. Blocking all that. Okay, get out of the way. You gotta be careful when you use the double tap L1 to release the charge, because you never know when he's gonna do that. You see how much health I lost when he hit me with that? That's insane. Half my health bar, and I got... Okay, so I gotta hit him here. Make sure he doesn't do that. Take some damage away here. Blocking it. Don't have to worry about parrying it because I got the stone wall. So I could just focus on the next level. Okay, move out the way here. The stone wall is pretty good. Help you learn the parry timing windows as well, because it just gives you more of a chance. So you're gonna go in. He's gonna throw this in. Immolation. Now he's only got one more health bar at this point. It's almost time. Hit him with that. There you go. There you go. All right. It's almost time. Hit some here. Out the way. Drop the shield. See, that was close. That was close. I really thought he was gonna stagger for a sec, but he didn't. He went out. He tried to do a full jumping. Get in the air. There you go. Hit this. They didn't need it though, so I canceled it. Run up and hit it, because he would have got me with that for sure. You saw that? You saw that? That was crazy. I'm glad that you can cancel the runic attacks actually. That one at least, because that's probably the best reason, because if you want to keep it going, you could basically just keep tapping R2 and you'll keep that runic going, the heavy attack. But if you want to cancel it, you can cancel it. The runic attack itself is just the one drop, so that's really cool because I canceled it just in time, ran up and stopped them. So right here, basically finishing up the Muspelheim trials. You're gonna see 97 out of 99. It's over, and it was a really hard one. It was just so I couldn't even get the full vid or even more clips of the vid, because from the moment you start to the moment you're done, it's a lot. And right here, my build has really come a long way. As you can see, I'm still using Guiding Light Gauntlets. It got so much strength. Steinborn Chest for so much health. And this is me back in the story. And I think I stuck with Berserker Waste here, because Berserker Waste is just so good. So this is me back in the story, guys. No mercy. I'm just plowing through these enemy types right here. And it's still hard. It's definitely, you can definitely sense that, you know, the game is giving you a challenge at no mercy. But I just like dominate right here. And then I finished the new enemy type, the Welsh or something. So you're gonna see me go after this guy, and I mean he's doing good damage. This creature, you know, you can see there, he's doing good damage, but I mean it's just no chance. My build is just so strong right now. This is the current build that I'm keeping right now, and then see how my gameplay evolves as I progress. I tried to fight 2 berserker fights, the berserkers that do a lot of poison in Vanaheim, and then the berserker that has the 3 berserkers, so the one with the two pair. So it's just the one that has like poison enemy types, that he summons enemy types, and it's the other one that it's like the trio, so it's got the 1 berserker and then the 2 team. But there you have it, guys. But I can't beat him yet, so I'm gonna see about advancing. There you have it, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.